Hi, today I want to discuss an important topic if you run an iPhone repair business. What to do when they tell you, hi, I got my phone screen fixed there like 2 weeks ago and it's cracked again. You know exactly what the fuck you're in for from their body language if they've entered your store, or from their tone of voice if they're speaking to you in person or on the phone. They're trying to get you to fix it for free by implying that somehow glass breaking while it's in their possession has anything to do with you. I had a phone call like this just 2 weeks ago, and I said, okay, well, we don't warranty physical damage. We warranty if the screen flickers, if it doesn't respond to touch. Any of these malfunctions we will warranty, but if you drop it again, you have to pay. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. And she went on to say that it just broke on its own. And I said, ma'am, it's physically impossible for glass to break on its own. Like, for example, see my window here? Let's count to 5. See, not broken because nothing happened to it. And it's this exact same thing is true for a phone. The only way the phone is going to crack again, you put it in your pocket with your keys and somebody bumps into you, you drop it on the desk, because by the way, that's a lot of people's favorite line is, I just put it down on the table and it dropped. Here's how most average people put their phone down on their night table. And then they want to know why it fucking broke. Suck it. Now, here's what I said based on what she told me. I said, well, can you tell me a little more about it? And she goes, well, I had it fixed, and there was an edge crack that I didn't really think much about, but now it's spread to the entire phone, and yeah. Now, I did what good attorneys do. You do not want to argue with somebody and go back and forth and bicker. The best thing to do is to lead them towards what you want them to agree with. You lead them. You give them little drops that they agree with and say yes to. It's called a leading question if good attorneys object to this. And you lead them to what it is you want them to realize. Now, as I mentioned in another video about being blamed, this is all about uniting the part of somebody's brain that wants to save them money by instinct with the part of their brain that is logical, because these two are very, very far apart. The logical part of somebody's brain is very, very far away from and has nothing to do with the part of the brain that tries to save them money. But once you unite these two, you can get them you can just get them out of your hair. So I said, well, ma'am, you seem like somebody who wants to get their money's worth. And she says, yes. Great, leading. I said, you strike me as somebody who wants to make sure if they paid full price for a service that they got exactly what they paid for. And I respect that. And she goes, absolutely. Great, and just leading. And I go, well, you strike me as somebody who wouldn't give me $87.10 after spending 10 seconds looking at their phone if they saw a crack in it. I don't think that you would have given me $87.10 if I gave you back a cracked phone screen. And she goes, ah! And hangs up. Literally that noise. Ah! And hangs up. Because I fucking caught you in your lie, bitch. Also, by the way, I don't use the word bitch to describe women. I use the word bitch gender interchangeably to describe undesirable human beings. Whether they're female or male, an undesirable, degenerate human being, I will call a bitch. So I'm not using this as a sexist term. You'll often find me calling men bitches as well when they act in a similar fashion. So what I did here is I led this person to the logical part of their brain. Because she knows there is no fucking way in hell that she would have taken back a cracked phone and given me money. And I remember this particular individual because they spent 20 seconds looking at it and went, great! And threw out the screen protector before they left. That's not somebody that got a cracked phone back. Now, you may not have the luxury that I do as a business that's been open for 5 years. You may not have the luxury of a Yelp page with so many reviews that you don't really care if some one little fuckwit, just gets pissed off that you won't do something for free. So you have to be careful in how you handle it. Now, I curse a lot in these videos, but the reality is in real life, I don't actually curse at people. I don't even insult them. What I try to do is I try to, quote, kill them with kindness, which is leading them to the realization that they're being a complete fucking idiot without being condescending, without putting them down, without being arrogant going, no, it's impossible. Why are you accusing me? Without any of that silly bullshit. And this really, really works because, again, a lot of people will ask me, if you have this abrasive attitude that you have all the time, how is it that you have so many good reviews? And that is why. Because, again, you can explain something to somebody in one of two different ways. My boss at Progressive Music taught me this. He had a partner in the business who I'm not going to name. They could both explain the exact same thing to somebody, and the older guy, they would want to murder after he explained it. And for Dave, they would be thanking him and saying, you know, I want to do business with you again. And they're explaining the exact same concept. So here's how this conversation went for me. Now, again, you may not have the luxury that I do. I'm not bragging, but I have a reputation dating back to when I was 7 years old, doing all sorts of tech work for other people, before you could even look somebody up on the internet. So I get work even without the internet. And when it comes to the internet, if you just Google the name of the business, you'll see all these Google 5-star reviews, Yelp 5-star reviews. I don't have the same consequences for me as somebody would if they had one review and no reputation. Because if that person gets a 1-star review, they're getting screwed. So I have the beautiful luxury of being able to tell people to go fuck themselves or to go suck it if they're annoying. But you don't, if you're starting out in this business, you don't. So you need to deal with people in a manner where they are not going to leave bad reviews. At the same time, you have to deal with people in a manner where you're not just getting down on your knees and blowing them when they complain. Again, I base my customer service mentality on who is being right and on who is right and who is wrong. And you do kind of have to become judge, jury, and executioner if you're doing customer service in this business, because if you always are on your side, you're going to be getting a lot of bad reviews. And if you're always on the customer side, here's what happens. You're going to fix that person's screen for free. She's going to tell all of her friends about this place. All of her friends are going to come and get their phones fixed. And when they break them again, they're going to do the exact, she's going to go, oh, you know what, you don't have to pay another $80. Just say it was kind of cracked when we gave it to you. See, your reputation is based on how you do business. And your client base is based on how you do business. Now that bitch is going to tell every single motherfucker that she meets that I didn't fix her phone again for free. And all of her friends that are just like her, who were expecting to get their phone fixed for free after they break it once and have it fixed here, they're not going to come here. So I'm not going to have the displeasure of meeting all of these miserable human beings. Whereas if you fix it for free, she's going to tell all of her friends. And then her husband's going to come in and break her phone and break his phone. And when he breaks it again, he's going to expect you to fix it for free. You'll have a reputation as the guy who gives free second, third, and fourth repairs. And now you're creating a nightmare for yourself. So you have to be very, very careful about the policies that you set in the beginning. And you also have to be careful about how you explain things to people. Now, again, I'm sure just because I'm posting this, and just because I have terrible luck, that I'm going to get a slither of 1-star reviews from people who I've denied a free second repair to. But as of today, September 7th, I have 0 bad reviews saying it was fixed and then I broke it again and they didn't fix it for free. I sure as hell do have bad reviews from people because, again, when people hate me, they don't kind of hate me, they really hate me for obvious reasons. But in terms of repairing things, I have tons of people who've come back just because we've fixed thousands upon thousands of phones. I have dozens of people who've broken it again and expected to get it for free. And I don't have a single bad review from them. And it's because I've used this method of dealing with people. What you want to do is you want to lead them to your conclusion, but you want to logically lead them to your conclusion without letting them know what it is you're leading them to. And this method really does work. Again, kill them with kindness, and also kill them with logic. Don't run into it half-cocked going, defending yourself and defending your business and going, I've been technician for 10 years. I have not broken or put bad part in anybody's phone for 10 years. We only use the best parts here. Because nobody gives a flying fuck about that sanctimonious self-serving bullshit. What you need to do is combine the logical part of the brain, that chooses how much money they spend. So the way my business works, if you crack your phone again, and you walk in and it's cracked, very often if I remember you or I can bring you up in the system, I'll give you a discount. And on occasion, depending on how nice I am, I'll even give you 50% off. But if you walk in the fucking door accusing me of cracking your fucking screen a month later, suck it. You're going to pay full price. And I may even tell you that the screen's out of stock that day because I don't want to deal with you. So when somebody says, I got my phone fixed here, and it broke again, I want you to be better prepared to handle that question. I want you to be better prepared to convert that angry, miserable human being who's right about to get home and register on Yelp and go into somebody who acts in a respectable fashion. Good luck.